So, Anjana, welcome to Bollywood Live.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm happy to be there.
All right. So, tell me, how are you liking the new way of getting interviewed over Skype?
I, I only hope and pray that it's very short-lived. I'm a complete outdoor person, and I enjoy being out. But I guess right now the time demands that we stay in and stay safe. So we just need to follow that.
All right. So, we are already in 26 or 27 days in lockdown, more 13 days to go. So, tell me how you've been holding up. What's been going on?
Actually, I've been in literally in quarantine for almost actually around 40 days because I was traveling
Oh,
and I came back and I think by the 10th or 11th this kind of everything kind of started, and there was this buzz around that it's better to stay safe at home and not go out because nobody really knew around the 10th of March what exactly still this virus is. So we completely actually shut down pretty much everything, stopped calling the house help and newspapers from I think around 15th of March onwards. I don't really think I've really stepped out. So a longer one for me. But
all right.
I have really enjoyed this time. Sometimes you kind of need to cut off completely to be able to retrospect in life. And I think this is the time where we are forced into retrospection about what are we really wanting and achieving and doing for life itself. And I think, especially in cities like Bombay, where it's so cutthroat and people are always on the move, that I think this was uh, not in a nicer way, but a more welcome break to be able to just be home and just take a little bit of hold of your life and see where it's heading.
Right. Okay. So, you don't have a pressure of being productive during this time. So, you're just chilling back, right?
No, no, of course. I mean, productive you have to be, because it's somebody who's like forever worked to just sit at home and do nothing. For a few days, it sounds really nice, but after a few days, it kind of gets to you. So you have to learn to keep your, mind occupied. I've been reading, of course. I'm a voracious reader, so I enjoy reading. I've taken up a guitar class.
All right.
I'm learning a little bit of Spanish. My brother lives in Spain, so it's always nice to kind of have a little bit of conversation with him. So I always try and pick up words and
Right.
learn that. Then of course there's working out at home. I also do my music, so I think the day pretty much goes by like that.
Right. So you've been away from the camera for a very long time now, and tell me something. Are you missing the set? Are you missing the rush? Are you missing the lights, cameras?
Yes, of course, I am missing the light, though. No, it's not been very long because Good News just released last year in
Okay.
December. So, and now it's there on Amazon Prime for everybody to watch it. But yeah, of course, I do miss being on the set. I miss that buzz, that vibe of what the set calls for, and just the whole creative part of it. That at the end of the day, because we are artists, we are like literally
Right.
bubbling with that kind of energy, and we want to put that out. And the only way an artist puts out the energy is by the way they perform.
Right.
So being in front of the camera, of course, I miss that a lot. But these days, everybody has a camera and the phone. So if nothing else, you're just busy shooting videos and pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I miss the buzz of a set, of course.
Okay, so I have a set of questions that is related to quarantine. These are some social media questions people are asking on the Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere. Okay, so I'll shoot one question. Okay, the first question everyone is asking, like, what shows a celebrity currently watching, and you recommend your fans to watch?
Quite a few shows actually I watched during these last 3 to 4 weeks. Something that really caught my eye was a show called Special Ops on Hotstar.
Yeah.
Extremely well shot. And then there was this Game of Thrones. Of course, I know it's like a really, I don't know, maybe a decade old or whatever, but I really wanted to catch up, on it. And it's just that it demanded a lot of commitment in terms of time. So I think this was probably the right time to catch Game of Thrones. I truly enjoyed the show. And I think I kind of had withdrawals, although also for the first few days after the show got over, I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm missing the characters.
All right.
So yeah, I enjoyed that, and I think a few films here and there. And then I saw Panchayat, I saw Jamtara,
Amazing.
lovely. I am just so happy and proud of the fact that the Indian content is at the moment so strong and pretty much at par with what the West produces as well.
Right.
And also the thing is that we are telling stories which are very rooted to our culture, and I think that's what makes it very interesting. to
Right.
watch.
And chat is a treat to watch. It's like amazing, yet simple. It's you're playing,
Absolutely.
you get connected to it. Super. Even I can recommend that. Okay, so tell me something. Since we all are locked down in home, people are asking what is the favorite activity that you like doing at home, and what is the least favorite activity that you do at home?
Working out, I truly enjoy it, though that also I have to struggle like every second day or third day. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like it. And then you just have to pump yourself up and, just be at it. Though I really enjoy it because I think the rush that happens after you worked out is like the best feeling ever. So I try and work out at least 4 to 5 days a week. So that kind of, keeps the happy hormones going. What I
Okay.
least enjoy is, okay, it's really funny because until it really happened, I did enjoy cooking once in a while, but now that it's a regular affair because the help can't come, it's pretty tedious. So cooking is something I've been planning to bake a cake, and it's been like I think 10 days that I've been thinking, okay, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it, and I still haven't come around to bake a cake.
Okay. All right. So tell me, any hidden talent that you discovered while sitting at home that I can do this also? Yeah. Besides
Yeah,
acting,
I discovered a hidden talent of sleeping actually. I'm sleeping like 10 hours a day. I sleep like at one in the night, and I get up at 10 sometimes, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know I could sleep for 10 hours. So I think that's
Wow.
my hidden talent for now.
All right. So if given a choice, you had to be locked down with a particular celeb in a house. Which celeb you would choose to get locked down, like quarantine with?
Wow, I would say Shah Rukh.
Oh wow.
Extremely intellectual guy, and he can pretty much speak on every and any topic in the world. He's like so wise. He's well read. Even Saif, actually, for that matter, because even he is a very well read person and very articulate. But my top will be SRK for sure.
All
Never get.
right. That's a very good choice, by the way. Huh? Okay. So tell me, who are the three people that on your video chat, like for a speed dial, if you had to speed dial and chat with people, video chat, who are those?
My brother is number one. Like I said, he lives in Spain, so and Spain is also under lockdown for like a long time now, and situation has been pretty tough in there as well. So he's the first person. Then it's my dad. He's in Jaipur, and he's alone, and he couldn't travel. By the time it really happened and everything shut down, he couldn't travel to Bombay, so he's there. So I speak to him like twice a day on video chat, and then it's friends. You know,
Okay.
you just want to obviously get connected, and not that anybody's doing anything extraordinary. Everybody's home, and everybody's story is pretty much the same. That
Right.
we are cooking and cleaning and sleeping and doing this and doing that, but still, I mean, we do what we do is, so I have these group of 7 girls from school,
Okay.
and we decide like once in a week or once in 10 days we kind of get ready properly
Okay.
and come on a like a Google Duo or something which like 7 people can chat together. So that's a lot of fun. I look forward to that. And
Right.
then because everybody is in a different city, it's kind of great to catch up on what's happening around with everybody there.
Right.
So
All right. So talking about keeping fit. Okay. Are you doing any exercises that you to keep yourself fit? And you recommend your fans also to do those exercises? Any two or three exercise?
I feel if you don't have like anything at all available, YouTube has a lot of home workout videos for especially, I mean, I enjoy weight training, but since weights are not available at home, so we do a lot of self body weight training, which is yoga or a
Right.
Zumba or something as simple as just like spot walking or something like that, jumping jacks. There's actually so much to do. I mean, if people say that we don't really know what to do in terms of exercise, I think that's really bullshit because there is really so much available online
Right.
too. And if everything else fails, I'm saying you can also do just Surya Namaskars and you'll be fine.
Okay. And do jhadu puja. That's more than enough, I
And
guess.
yes, of course. I just did my bit, I think yesterday. Yeah.
All right. So talking about diet, are you following any particular diet that you to keep you in shape, or you just going like eating anything you
No,
want
no,
to?
not going crazy, but I guess this is home food, so you just have to balance your portions. But you are eating home food, which is like freshly cooked, and you know that it's cooked in proper oil and proper spices and everything. So there is nothing like hidden, when you eat outside or you're on a set or you're calling from food from outside, then you're not very sure. But I think home food is pretty safe. So I think health is like at its premium best right now.
All right. Okay, this question, a lot of girls are asking this question. Okay, what are celebrities doing to keep their skin, like beauty regime? Are you following any beauty regime or homemade packs or anything? If you have some, recommend it.
I think every girl does that, and I think every girl, especially I think every Indian girl, really knows how to take care of of their skin, and especially at home. All I think all girls know these home remedies. I use dahi and besan with a little bit of turmeric and like a half a squeeze of lemon juice. It's like a nice bleach, cleansing, everything put together. Sometimes it's just honey if the skin's going dry, but I think most of it is because everybody's indoors. um, Skin is kind of taking care of itself. You're just letting
Right.
it breathe. And because we're not putting on like makeup every day and not styling our hair every day, so I think it's kind of, if you're just letting it breathe in whatever way it is. And yeah, I mean, exfoliation is something I think that everybody knows and everybody follows. It's a weekly process, and what I told you is pretty much the basics that I use.
All right. So tell me, for now, the situation out there is so bad. People are still not understanding. There are some people who are still going out because it's dangerous outside. But when celebrities like you talk, or influencers like you talk on your social media, on Twitter, people try to listen and at least give a ear, right? So can you ask these people to stay inside, stay safe, keep their family safe and the surroundings safe? Can you do that?
Of course, I can. Hello, people. This is Anjana Sukhani. I just want to give you a message which you already know and are aware of. And there's nothing new that I'm going to speak, but it's just a repetition of what everybody's been telling. And I think हम सब में वो एक समझ है कि बाहर जाना हमारे लिए, सिर्फ हमारे लिए नहीं, even for our families and friends and relatives and neighbors and people staying in our building and society, it's scary for everyone. And there are some people who are more vulnerable to it than we are. Maybe our immunity is better, but somebody else is not. So, for the safety of everyone, please stay home, please stay safe. And if you do have to step out, you know that you have to wear gloves and you have to wear a mask and you have to have a distance between two people if you're going out to buy groceries or anything like that. So, and please stay safe. I think this is the time where we all need to kind of build our strength to build our strength to not step out of the house rather than step out of the house and face something. So yeah, just stay safe is all I would say.
Yeah, that's all. Because once we go out, the world is not going to be the same. The world is going to change. People's thinking is going to change. The perspective is going to change. It's
Yeah.
not going to be the world that we used to live in. It's going to be a total different world. And I think so. It will be a good one. What do you think?
Yeah, I hope so too. But I feel that human species as such is very resilient in a lot of ways, and it might stay with us. I hope and pray that what we are now going through stays with us for a very, very long time. But I think there will also be a rush of people wanting to see. You also have to understand that whether it is daily wage workers or employers who have now been laid off for reasons, and they have to go and earn a buck. So you will again get back into that rat race, because at the end of the day, everybody needs food on the table. If nothing else, you at least need food on the table. And I just hope and pray that that greed doesn't come back. We only are able to fulfill our needs. But again, like I said, that human species are resilient. We eventually forget everything and become the same again. But I hope this experience at least teaches us and changes a little bit at the core, the values that we have.
And I hope the world that we go out right now should be more loving and more caring. I'm hoping for that.
I think that
So
I think that would be for sure. I think that definitely, and I think a little more compassion towards animals and pets. And like I was reading something about, a friend of mine told me that in Singapore they have now decided to completely do away with the zoo and just release the animals in the forest, which is their natural habitat. And because they realize that how it feels now to be caged inside your own house. you
that's
know
true.
that freedom of movement is not there. So I thought that was a very beautiful uh, lesson to be learned from here, is to not to cage pets, but to let, or pets or animals or birds, but just let them free, let them be in their own natural environment. So yeah, I hope we take that big lesson from here.
Because I guess human learn the hard way. They don't like the easy way. They have to learn the hard way. and that's how people learn, right?
I
So
guess, yes.
yeah, so talking about the projects, Anjana, where are we seeing you next? What's happening in the pipeline? Is there anything are you coming? Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I
see?
have. So good news, like I said, release December.
Yes.
I had another release, but now, of course, as I see it would get postponed by maybe a month or so, depending on how it goes now. So
Yeah.
there's a film called Mumbai Saga, which is directed by Sanjay Gupta, and that is John and Imran Hashmi in it.
Wow.
And great cast, and it's a completely Sanjay Gupta kind of film. Hardcore cop and underworld and stuff like that, and chases and fights and all that super action. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I guess once this is over and done with, we would look at a release date soon.
All right. Because it's been a while that we have seen some hardcore gangster movie or a
Yeah,
police
yeah.
cop.
Then this is
And
it,
yeah,
you. And
it's
this
gonna
is
be
it.
it's gonna be okay. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that it comes out soon and we see you there soon. All right. Thank you so much for giving your time to me. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
It's
much.
been a great chat. So maybe we'll do this in person when all this is over in a very good
Absolutely.
manner.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you so much, Anjana.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.